Welcome, dear readers, to another electrifying edition of TV Day's Drama Digest. Buckle up as we dive deep into the heart-pounding, emotion-charged events that unfolded in Salem on today's unforgettable episode of Days of Our Lives. September 9th, 2025, brought a storm of revelations, betrayals, and heartfelt moments that left fans gasping and yearning for more. If you missed the episode, fear not, our comprehensive recap will transport you straight into the drama-soaked streets of Salem. For an even richer experience, be sure to check out our recap video on the TV Days Drama Digest channel for all the juicy details. Today's episode was a masterclass in suspense, weaving together intricate threads of family ties, corporate conspiracies, and romantic entanglements. From EJ's relentless interrogation of Chad to the fragile alliance between brothers Xander and Philip, and from Gabby's cunning machinations to Theo's mysterious return, Salem was ablaze with tension and intrigue. Let's unpack each storyline with the drama and detail it deserves, diving into the motivations, emotions, and stakes that made this episode a roller coaster of epic proportions. EJ's interrogation. Chad faces his truth. The episode opened with a scene dripping with intensity at the DiMera mansion. EJ DiMera, ever the calculating strategist, cornered Chad in the opulent study, the air thick with suspicion and unspoken truths. EJ's piercing gaze and sharp tongue were in full force as he interrogated his brother, determined to peel back the layers of Chad's guarded heart. The stakes couldn't have been higher. EJ wasn't just probing for casual conversation. He was on a mission to force Chad to confront his true feelings, particularly about his place in the DiMera family and his loyalty to their legacy. "Why do you keep hiding, Chad?" EJ demanded, his voice a mix of frustration and desperation. "You can't run from who you are forever." Chad, visibly torn, paced the room, his jaw clenched as memories of past betrayals and losses flickered in his eyes. The audience could feel the weight of his internal struggle, loyalty to his family versus the desire to forge his own path. EJ's relentless pressure pushed Chad to the brink, and in a moment of raw vulnerability, Chad admitted, "I don't know if I can keep carrying this burden, EJ. The DiMera name, it's a curse as much as it's a crown." This confession, delivered with a tremor in his voice, was a turning point, laying bare Chad's inner turmoil and setting the stage for future conflicts within the DiMera dynasty. This exchange wasn't just about family dynamics, it was a clash of identities. EJ, the embodiment of DiMera ambition, sees Chad's reluctance as a betrayal of their shared heritage. Meanwhile, Chad's struggle reflects a man caught between duty and self-discovery. The scene ended with EJ storming out, leaving Chad alone with his thoughts, the camera lingering on his conflicted expression as the weight of his choices settled over him like a dark cloud. What will Chad's next move be? Will he embrace the DiMera legacy or carve out a new destiny? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. This confrontation has shifted the balance of power in Salem. Xander and Philip, a brotherly bond forged in crisis. Across town at the Kiriakis' mansion, another drama unfolded as brothers Xander and Philip navigated a treacherous web of corporate espionage and familial loyalty. The once fractured relationship between the Kiriakis brothers took a surprising turn toward unity, but not without its share of fireworks. The episode revealed that Titan Industries, the family empire, was under siege, not from external competitors, but from a betrayal within. A listening device, cunningly planted in the CEO's office, had been leaking sensitive information, threatening to topple Titan's dominance in Salem's cutthroat business world. The scene began with a heated argument that crackled with tension. Xander, his Scottish brogue thick with anger, slammed his fist on the mahogany desk, accusing Philip of negligence. "You let this happen, Philip. You were supposed to protect Titan." Philip, equally fiery, shot back, "Don't pin this on me, Xander. You're the one who's been distracted by your vendettas." The brothers' clash was a spectacle of raw emotion, their words laced with years of rivalry and unspoken resentments. Yet, beneath the surface, a flicker of mutual respect began to emerge, a recognition that their shared legacy was at stake. The turning point came when Xander revealed a chilling truth. He was certain their secret was out. The bug, a sleek, high-tech device hidden in the ornate chandelier above the boardroom, had likely been planted by a rival with deep pockets and deeper motives. Titan's future hung in the balance, and the brothers had no choice but to unite. In a dramatic moment, Xander extended an olive branch, proposing that Philip sign co-CEO papers to solidify their partnership. "We're stronger together, Philip," Xander said, his voice softening. "Titan needs us, both of us." Philip, after a long pause, nodded, his expression a mix of determination and reluctant trust. The brothers wasted no time, diving into a strategic huddle to draft the legal documents that would formalize their alliance. The scene was a masterclass in pacing, with quick cuts between their intense discussions and flashbacks of their tumultuous past, moments of betrayal, competition, and rare instances of camaraderie. As they pored over contracts, their banter revealed a growing bond, tempered by the urgency of their mission. But the question lingered: who planted the bug? Was it an inside job, or was a larger player, perhaps DiMera Enterprises, pulling the strings? The episode left viewers on edge, with Xander and Philip vowing to uncover the truth, their newfound unity a beacon of hope amidst the chaos threatening Titan. Gabby's Gambit, a dangerous game for power. Meanwhile, Gabby Hernandez was a whirlwind of ambition and cunning, her sights set on nothing less than the CEO throne at DiMera Enterprises. In a dimly lit corner of the Brady pub, Gabby met with Tony DiMera, her ally and reluctant confidant. The tension between them was palpable, as Gabby reminded Tony of the promises he'd made, promises she expected him to keep. "You said you'd back me, Tony," she hissed, her eyes blazing with determination. "Don't make me regret trusting you." Gabby's plan was as bold as it was risky. She had been orchestrating distractions to keep Xander and Philip off balance, knowing that the discovery of the listening device could unravel her carefully laid schemes. The bug, it turned out, was her doing, a calculated move to gather intelligence on Titan's inner workings and weaken her rivals. But the plan was far from foolproof. Gabby's anxiety was evident as she paced the pub, her mind racing with worst-case scenarios. What if the bug was traced back to her? What if her alliance with Tony crumbled under the weight of his own ambitions? The episode masterfully showcased Gabby's duality, her fierce determination juxtaposed with moments of vulnerability. In a quiet moment, she confided in Tony about her fears, her voice trembling as she admitted, "I've fought too hard to lose it all now." Tony, ever the enigmatic DiMera, offered a cryptic smile, assuring her that he had her back, but his eyes betrayed a flicker of doubt. Was Tony truly committed to Gabby's cause, or was he playing a deeper game? The scene ended with Gabby outlining the next phase of her plan, a bold move to consolidate power at DiMera, leveraging the chaos at Titan to her advantage. Her ambition was a force of nature, but the risks were mounting, and Salem's power players were watching her every move. Theo's return, a DiMera homecoming with a twist. In a surprising twist, the episode welcomed back a familiar face to Salem, Theo Carver. The DiMera jet, a symbol of the family's wealth and influence, touched down at Salem International Airport, and out stepped Theo, looking older, wiser, and ready for whatever awaited him. The reunion with Tony DiMera was a mix of warmth and intrigue, set against the backdrop of the DiMera mansion's grand foyer. "It's good to be back," Theo said, his voice carrying a hint of caution as he embraced his uncle. But his curiosity was piqued when he learned that Tony had gone to extraordinary lengths to bring him home, sending the jet halfway around the world. "What's this about, Tony?" Theo asked, his tech-savvy mind already sensing that this wasn't just a family reunion. Tony, with his trademark charisma, deflected with a smile, ushering Theo into the study for a private discussion. The audience was left hanging on every word as Tony revealed his proposition. He wanted Theo's expertise in technology to help regain control of Demera Enterprises. "You're the key, Theo," Tony said, his voice low and intense. "With your skills, we can outmaneuver our enemies and secure our legacy." Theo's return added a fresh layer of intrigue to the episode. His tech prowess, honed during his time abroad, made him a valuable asset in the corporate chess game unfolding in Salem. But Theo wasn't naive. He pressed Tony for details, demanding to know why this plan required a face-to-face meeting. The scene crackled with subtext as Tony's vague assurances hinted at a larger, more dangerous scheme. Was Theo being drawn into a Demera power struggle, or did Tony have a more personal motive? The episode left these questions tantalizingly unanswered, setting the stage for Theo's role in the unfolding drama. Stephanie and Alex, a romance in bloom. Amidst the corporate conspiracies and family feuds, a ray of light shone through in the form of Stephanie and Alex's blossoming romance. The couple, basking in the glow of Stephanie's recent success as a best-selling author, shared a tender moment in Horton Town Square. The chemistry between them was electric, their laughter and stolen glances a welcome contrast to the episode's darker themes. Stephanie's book, a gripping tale of love and redemption, had taken Salem by storm, and the buzz around her success had put her and Alex in high spirits. As they strolled through the square, Alex's eyes sparkled with affection. In a moment that had fans swooning, he took Stephanie's hand and asked her to move in with him. "I want you with me, Stephanie," he said, his voice filled with sincerity. "Not just for a moment, but for every moment." The proposal was met with a radiant smile from Stephanie, who leaned in for a passionate kiss, sealing their commitment amidst the autumn leaves swirling around them. This romantic interlude was a breath of fresh air, but it wasn't without its complications. Stephanie's rising fame and Alex's own ambitions at Titan hinted at potential conflicts on the horizon. Would their love withstand the pressures of Salem's high-stakes world? The episode left viewers hopeful but cautious, knowing that in Salem, even the sweetest moments can be fleeting. A day of drama, a future of uncertainty. Today's episode of Days of Our Lives was a tour de force, blending high-stakes corporate intrigue, family reconciliations, and romantic milestones into a narrative that kept viewers on the edge of their seats. From EJ's relentless pursuit of Chad's truth to Xander and Philip's fragile alliance, from Gabby's dangerous ambitions to Theo's enigmatic return, and from Stephanie and Alex's heartfelt connection, Salem was a powder keg of emotion and suspense. As the credits rolled, the questions lingered. Will Chad embrace or reject his Demera destiny? Can Xander and Philip uncover the truth behind the bug before it's too late? Will Gabby's gamble for power pay off, or will it cost her everything? What role will Theo play in the Demera power struggle, and can Stephanie and Alex's love survive the chaos of Salem? We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.